Am I too late to make a career transition? Welcome to Happy Mind, Happy Lawyer, aka HMHL podcast, and to our ex lawyer series. I'm your host, Kanika Kadam, and today we are going to do a solo episode where we are going to be tackling the question that plagues many individuals contemplating a career change. So imagine this: you're at a crossroad in your professional life, you're probably contemplating a career change, and you've thought about this idea for maybe weeks, even months, or even years. But there's one question that looms large and casts a doubt and uncertainty over all your aspirations. It's the question that keeps you awake at night, whispers its doubts in your thoughts. Can you guess what that question is? Yes, you got it right. It's the question of, am I too late? So, this single question holds so much power. It's filled with insecurities, fear of failure, societal pressures. But let me tell you something: it's never too late to embark on a new career path. And today I'm going to prove it to you with some incredible stories of people who have made monumental career changes later in life, not just in law, but in other fields as well. So, buckle up and get ready to be inspired. Think about it. Some of the most successful individuals didn't find their calling until later in life. So let's first dive into the story of Stanley. Imagine working in the same industry for decades, thinking when your big break will come. Stanley was nearly 40 when he created Fantastic Four. And that led eventually for him to gain the comic book legend status. His story reminds us that sometimes great achievements come after years of perseverance. Before he became an iconic figure behind Marvel Comics, which we've read and even seen movies, Stanley spent years working in various roles within the publishing industry. So he worked as a writer, he worked as an editor, and in his 40s in 1961, he created the first major superhero team, that is Fantastic Four. And after this, he created Spider Man, X Men, and the list goes on. So, Stanley's story is a perfect example how it's never too late to make a significant impact and achieve greatness in completely new direction, even after decades in a different role. The next inspiring story that I want to talk about is Vera Wang. You probably know her as the queen of bridal fashion. So she's designed various beautiful wedding gowns. I wish I had one of those. But did you know that she didn't even start her design career until she was 40? So her first dream was actually to become an Olympic figure skater, but she failed to qualify for the US team in 1968. After that, Vera spent about 17 years as a fashion editor at Vogue. Thereafter, she left Vogue to work for Ralph Lauren for a couple of years. But it wasn't until she struggled to find a suitable wedding dress for herself that she decided to design her own. So that experience really sparked a passion in her, and the rest is history. So Vera Wang has also designed a lot of outfits for figure skaters. She's also branched out as a designer, going into ready-made garments, glassware, eyewear, and perfume. And she's become a household name and prove that it's never too late to follow your passion and to reinvent yourself. Inspired enough? Still feeling like it's too late? The last story that I want to talk to you about is a story from the legal world. So, have you heard about John Grisham? I'm sure you would have read at least one of his novels. So John Grisham was a lawyer before he became a best-selling author known for his legal thrillers. He spent nearly a decade working in criminal law, and it was while he was working as a lawyer that he wrote his first novel, A Time to Kill, and that was inspired by one of the cases he observed in court. Although the first book didn't receive as much success, his second novel, The Firm, it was a blockbuster success, and it was also turned into a movie later on, and that allowed him to leave his legal career behind. So Grisham's transition from a lawyer to a novelist shows that it's never too late again to pursue a hidden passion and turn it into a wildly successful career. These stories remind us that greatness knows no age limit. They tell us that our journey is not defined by the years that we've lived, but by the passion and determination and the willingness to learn that we bring to each new chapter. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's great for them, Kanika, but what about me? These are all famous people. They're all outliers. There's so many others who fail to make the career transition. What about the risks that are involved? What about the financial implications? What if I've invested too much in my current career already? Do I have enough time to even make a career shift? What if I lack the necessary skills or experience needed for this? And how will I compete with all these other young people and these new technologies? What will people think? Is all this really worth the risk? It's true. Embarking on a new career path can be daunting, and it is a difficult path, but it's not impossible. These questions and concerns are all valid and very real, and bring along with them some major roadblocks that people encounter when they contemplate a career change later in life.
But making a career transition does not mean you have to jump in an empty swimming pool. You can take calculated risks and think about what you want.
So, if you've ever asked yourself any of these questions, I want you to think about these 4 things. Number 1, what do you want out of your current career? It's a simple enough question, but it's the most important one. There has to be something in your existing career, something that is troubling you, something that is not working right, because of which you've been thinking about jumping into another career. Identify what that is and what do you want to fix in this new career. It could be that you want more money, that you want more purpose and meaning in your work, that you want more respect and recognition, or you could just be thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe people in the other career have it easier. Maybe the job is easier, maybe the work-life balance is better. But it's important for you to figure out what's troubling you in your existing career and what do you want out of your new career, and whether this transition will really help you address that particular issue. Number 2, what are your financial goals? How much do you want to be earning in your career? And what is the timeline for you to achieve that? This is an important question, especially when you're doing a career transition. Career transition involves some uncertainty about how much you're going to be earning. You might have to do some unpaid internships, some volunteer work, and you may also have to start at a low salary when you start in your new career. Are you ready to do that? A career transition may also involve spending more money on building your new skill sets, on getting more higher education. Are you ready to invest that? These are the questions that you should be asking yourself. And depending on whatever your answer is, consider whether a career transition into the industry and into the new career that you are thinking about would be a good fit and in line with these financial goals and your timelines. Also, it's important to keep these timelines realistic. It might take some time, to earn the same amount of money that you were earning in your previous career, in your new career. Number 3, what are your skill gaps? Skill gaps are basically the skills that are missing from your skill set to move from your existing career to your new career. These are the things that you would need to work on, spend your time, money, effort, and energy, and learn in order to work in your new career. So it could be technical skills or it could be interpersonal skills. A lot of interpersonal skills are transferable, and even a lot of technical skills can be transferred and applied in different ways into your new career. But are you really willing to put in that effort to learn these skills? Even in your existing careers, you might have to put in more effort and learn new things. That is the kind of working environment that we are living in right now. So, whether you want to make the effort to learn these new skills in your existing career or your new career is the question that you should ask yourself. Number 4, what do you want to do in your new career? It's possible that you know that you want to change your career, but you're not sure about what career you should be getting. If that's you, you can explore your options. One thing that can help is making a list of all the things that you have wanted to try it out or have been interested in, and pick a few to start with. You can speak to people who are already working in those areas and ask them about the kind of work that they do, the pay scales that are there, work-life balance. All of these things will help you get a better understanding of the job as well as the new industry that you are exploring. You can also take up some volunteer work or some internships that can help you assess and understand the work and actually do the work to figure out whether you enjoy doing that or not. It's not necessary that everything that you like to do has to be turned into a career. Some hobbies can be just hobbies, and every hobby does not need to be converted into a new career. But that's for you to explore and to figure out. I hope these 5 questions, which explore the what about your career transition. What do you want out of your new career? What are your financial goals? What are your skill gaps? And what do you want to do? I hope these help you explore whether you want to make a career transition and whether a career transition is the right step for you right now. So don't dismiss the career transition by thinking that it's too late for you. It's never too late to embark on a new journey, to think about what you want and to really go for it. However, it's an important question to consider whether you should be doing that. That's it for today's episode. I hope you found these stories inspiring and that today's episode was able to help you bring more clarity in your decisions about your career transitions. Remember, it's never too late to make the career transition. Don't forget to share this episode with someone who you may have heard say that it's too late for them to change their career. Also, do like us on Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We'll be back with more episodes with more ex-lawyers who have left law to start on a new career transition journey. See you in the next episode. Until then, keep listening and have a happy mind.